A lot of people are rocking off on this, 75%. So Sigmund Freud talks a lot in his writings over the many, many years ago about sexual repression, keeping your desires and your fantasies hidden from the world because you're embarrassed, right? Or you're worried someone's going to say something bad about you, this, that, and the other. But the bottom line is that leads to depression. Again, you're not writing your own story. You're not telling your own tale. You're not being true to what you're feeling inside. So you repress that shit. And then eventually you're depressed. You know, you're trying to have sex and you're thinking about other things and you're feeling guilty about it. Or you were raised in a real religious household where sex was a dirty word. And, you know, I'm a Christian. No two ways about it. I don't share my wife with anybody. She's my greatest possession. I own her. And she freely admits it. I'm your slave, basically. We play slave sometimes. That's just play. But she admits it to the world. I belong to Sir Tex. I'm his. And with that comes huge, great responsibilities. This is a difficult lifestyle for a man to lead. It is hard. This is not, I mean, the biggest problem I've seen with other couples that get into this is the husband thinks, man, I'm getting blowjobs anytime I want, life's good, all right, let's do this, the sex is gonna be great, and it is, right? But he doesn't take care of business on all the other stuff, and eventually she gets frustrated because he's not doing what he's supposed to do, what they agreed to do to start with, and now they're just not doing it anymore. And guess what? It gets very frustrating for all because they got used to it, and when it was good, it was amazing. My wife and I burned our ships. We're never turning back. If one of us can't do this or doesn't want to do this anymore, we'll have a long, hard discussion. But it wouldn't surprise me if I couldn't do the Dom thing. She might have to move on. She's addicted to it, and so am I. There's a lot of good things here. That's the other thing. We've been married 30 years, right? I don't want anybody else. I just want her. She just wants me. At least that's what she says. You never know, right? Like Pergamy doesn't care. Is that the line? I don't know. The door swings both ways. I expect her to be on her game all the time. Sure, you get sick. Sure, something goes wrong. You can't do the things, maybe all the little things that you want to do. But I expect her to have the respectful attitude at all times. She expects me to do my job. Either one of us is welcome to walk out the door at any time. And we acknowledge that. And so by acknowledging that, it helps us be stronger in what we do. We both want to be here. And that's what the secret to this whole thing is. Ken talked about shame this morning a little bit, way better than I ever will. But I know that people carry sexual shame around with them. They might have done something in the past they regretted. They were experimenting, you know, at one time at band camp, right? Maybe some homosexual experience or something. I mean, you're not a bad person just because you don't want to do that now. It's just one thing that might have happened to you when you were a kid or something. Or, you know, sexual abuse runs rampant in this world. And, you know, maybe you're carrying shame around there. It's the number one thing that, God, if you don't hear anything else this week and you're carrying some form of shame around with you, like an anchor around your neck, leave it here. Throw the anchor in the pool on your way out of town, okay? It's time to be done with any kind of shame like this. Like Ken said, guilt's okay. A little bit of guilt here and there, a little embarrassment. I fucked up. Oh, hey, you know, I forgot I was half asleep and I walked outside naked, you know, out the hotel room door naked and the door closed behind me. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Jesus, what am I going to cover up with, you know? But that's and a little bit of that is good. It keeps us all from going down to the coffee shop naked in the morning, that kind of thing. But the shame's not. Get rid of it. Let it go. And it's easier to say that, but you just got to forgive yourself. Whatever you're carrying around with you that's still fucking with you, it's enough. Now, if you can't do it on your own, go find a psychotherapist. There's great ones out there, right? There's great ones out there. Yeah, it's predominantly a female environment. That's for damn sure. But there's guys like Ken and Sean Smith and those guys that are men-friendly. I got a friend, Adam, up in Minnesota, who's a guy as well, friendly psychotherapist that can help you deal with some of these issues. So, almost 6 decades on the planet. I'm 58, like my good friend Ken back there. And I have learned a few things. Couple, just one or two. Your woman wants to be your total focus. When you come home, you've got things to do, this, that, and the other, but when you are with her, she don't want your phone going off. You don't want her phone going off. She wants to know that she is what you desire. She wants you to make her feel beautiful. And I'm not saying, tell her, oh, you're so pretty, oh, you're so pretty, that kind of crap, right? You can tell her that every now and then. It's not a bad thing. Tell her that in the bedroom when you're fucking her, how beautiful she is. You should be. You should be talking your ass off in the bedroom. You should be running a verbal dialogue that rocks her frickin' world. And it's tough at first if you've never done it before. I turned on this trick a number of years ago, and I was literally practicing in the car driving because I was sucked at it. I was terrible. I'm like silent, man, just going in there and getting business done. And I learned you got to talk them, man, because they got the other pussy between the ears, and that's what rocks their world. That's what gets them off. I love to blindfold my girl, right? She can't see anything, especially if I'm screwing up and dropping something or can't find something, right? But she doesn't know what's coming next, but she trusts that it's going to be good. And after pulling 10 orgasms out of her in 30 minutes, she's pretty damn happy. She can't walk. She's a puddle of goo, and she definitely likes that. And speaking of that, while I'm on the subject, after you're done, you put blankets around her and cuddle her and be there with her. Let her come back down to earth because she's flying at that point. You have this thing called subspace. Look into that. I won't go into the whole thing, but it's all about pleasure, pain, releasing endorphins, and they sail like they're on frickin' heroin. And it's all natural. And once they've had it happen to them one time, they want it more and more and more and more, which is great. When your wife wants to get in the bedroom a lot, it's a good problem for us, right? They want to be ravished. They want your power. They want to feel powerless under your weight. You used to have this thing, I'm a big man. My wife's a little girl. I'm thinking of myself, little girl. She's a year older than I am, but looks 15 years younger. But she's a tiny little thing. And I'm thinking to myself, as I was a young man, thinking, oh my God, I don't want to break her. I don't want to smush her. Be on top of her. Oh, she's up there. You're thinking too much. She has a baby that came out of her crotch, right? Her hips spread. You're not going to hurt her. You're not going to crush her. You're not going to damage your girl. She's tough. Trust me. Getting to that other category.